All right. This is our day off podcast here at King of the Hammers in 2026, and I'm here with the legend Robbie Gordon.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. We really appreciate it. We were out there watching you qualify, and I'm impressed, man. Those cars have come a long way. I was talking with your son about it, and it's really impressive to see what you guys have built. How are those cars performing for you now? You happy with them?
We're real happy. This is our 2026. We call it our hot weather package, this is not our race car. This is our rock car. So to have a car qualify, in the top 10, I think he's going to end up 6th or 7th. There's a little protest stuff going on, nothing to do with us, but we'll see where that ends up. But to have a stock car that can roll out the door, call it for $58,000 compared to $200,000 cars, we're happy. This is exactly what we wanted to do. It's taken us a long time to get here. And I think, obviously customers that get a production rock car can go there and really lay down with the best guys here at King of the Hammers. Is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's amazing to see, and I was impressed. I'm impressed seeing you guys leave the line. Those things sound rowdy. I mean, they sound like absolute spaceships out there. It's super cool to see.
Well, thank you. That's our own engine as well. So not only is it a car, it's an engine, a gearbox, shocks. Everything on the car is something that we built at Speed Motorsports, and it's just cool that we're coming to that position now that we can compete with the best cars in the business. And if you look at like Hager's car, I think that car rolls off the line with no accessories at 160. So to be $100,000 cheaper and just a couple seconds slower is really cool.
Very cool. Very cool. And do you think that those cars, do you offer, and forgive me because I haven't really followed it too much closely, at least. Are they turbo right from the factory? Are they NA from the factory? How's that work?
Yeah. So we built a car based in the 1000 cc. So like Hager's car is a 2000 cc, but we're a turbo. So we're a 1000 cc turbo. And, we got a special on our cars right now, which is crazy, but you could actually walk into this car with 0% financing.
Really?
So you can finance a race car,
yeah,
which is unheard of in motorsports.
Right. And it's wild to see how far they've come. UTVs started as like a utility side-by-side, and so to see where they've come now, and they're out there running times that are close to 4,400 cars.
And trophy truck.
Yeah, and Kyle Chaney won last year, yeah, which is bananas in the 4,400 class.
That is, we can call that a UTV, but there's an engine and a gearbox from that one, where that's a far cry from like our car, where it's a production car.
Right.
That's a race chassis, race suspension, 41-330 heat treated. It's probably a $200,000 car. It did win, and I will give those guys credit. They did win, and Kyle Cheney and CT Raceworks and all those guys over there, they won. And it's we all knew it was possible. We just didn't know when it was going to happen. And to come and beat the 4400s last year, we finished 3rd to them. And I was in a Gomez UFO car and finished 3rd, and he beat us with a UTV. So hats off to those guys. And, we're excited to be back here at Hammers. Want to thank Dave Cole and everybody, all you guys, all the media, everybody that comes out here and does this. This is the biggest off-road event, I'm going to say, close to in the world. I think this is cooler than Dakar. I've done Dakar enough times. This is cooler, much different variety. The fans can come out and go crawl on the course at nighttime and do their party things and have fun, where, Dakar is more F1. Don't get close to the course. You can't go out and spectate. Really can't do anything. And here, Dave and Johnson Valley and BLM and everybody do a wonderful job and allow the fans to actually get close to the cars, but get close in a safe manner. It's fenced off, and I think everybody does a wonderful job.
Yeah, they do a fantastic job. And the cool part about Hammers for me is the fact that it's all open pits. So if you want to go talk to the drivers and the pit crews, and you got this fancy band on right through the gate, you're welcome to.
Yeah, no, the blue band gets you into the paddock basically, and into the vendor row, and pizza, food, everything you want here is good. And the media, what goes on here with their production, top notch. I want to give a shout out to everybody at KOH Media. You guys do a wonderful job, and you set the standard for off-road racing. So congratulations.
Well, that's very well said, sir, and we really, really appreciate that. This is kind of new for me as far as being involved in it and bringing the podcast to the King of the Hammers. I've been coming to the Hammers for a lot of years, and me and your son actually hooked up last year, and the desert broke, and I towed him back to Dave's last year with the X3. So
yep.
That's where me and Max actually met for the first time. And I actually got to drive with you guys. And probably don't remember, but we were at the Sand Sports show 2 years ago, and I had the white drift truck, the Canon X3 with the Ford Raptor body on it. So that was me. So that was the first time to get to meet you as well, and kind of hang out and have some fun out there. So it's like a kid in a candy store for me. I've grown up in the off-road industry. I've raced a lot of dirt bikes and side-by-sides, and been watching you throughout the years. So it's an absolute pleasure to have you here and on the Our Day Off podcast.
Well, thank you for having us on today. And I know Max was on earlier, and it's like I said, you got a great deal set up here. That's really cool that you're working with Dave, and let's have some fun here at the Hammers. It's gonna be a great week.
Thank you so much, sir. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you,
Mr. Robbie Gordon. This is the Our Day Off podcast 2026. Thank you. All right, everybody, I want to give a quick shout out to CT Raceworks. CT Raceworks makes the baddest parts in the industry, including the parts that Kyle Chaney uses to win the 2025 King of the Hammers 4400 race. Now, if you would like to use those same parts, feel free to go over to CT Raceworks and use the Our Day Off discount code, and that will get you a 5% discount on your entire order at any time. So that's Our Day Off discount code upon checkout.